Iris Lloyd, president of CUPE New Brunswick, and you are listening to CUPE Talks in the Maritimes with Nick and Chris.
Do you have any takeaways that you're going to be taking from the courses that you've learned so far?
Yes. So I've done a lot of the single day training courses through CUPE already. And one of the most valuable things is speaking and discussing events and experiences with the other participants.
And I would love to see more members get involved with anything, whether it's start out on a small committee. We want to see,
Can you tell us a little bit about what you've learned here this week?
It's a great learning experience, and as long as I've been around and involved, I'm still learning.
I am Nicholas London, co-host of CUPE Talk in the Maritimes.
I'm Chris Watson, president of the New Brunswick Federation of Labour and co-host of CUPE Talk in the Maritimes.
Hi, my name is Brian Watson, former president of CUPE New Brunswick and now the producer of CUPE Talk in the Maritimes and across Canada.
Wes Wills, Local 380 Vice President.
Hey, this is Justin Spooner, Region DVP and First Vice President of CUPE 1253.
I'm Shelby Dodge, President of Local 3226.
Karen Tier, President of the New Brunswick Council of Nursing Home Unions.
I'm Jamie Agnew, and I'm the President of CUPE Local 963, representing New Brunswick liquor store, retail, and warehouse workers.
I'm Sherry Hillier, President of CUPE Newfoundland and Labrador, and General Vice President for the Atlantic Maritimes.
I'm Cheryl Ann Keown, and I also sit on Local 805.
Quay, hello. This is Kathy Johnson, President of CUPE 5446.
Hi, my name is Dorinda Smith. I'm from Local 813.
I'm Teresa McAllister, Provincial President of CUPE 2745 Educational Support Staff.
Bonjour, ici Alain Soucy, membre du SCFP, Syndicat canadien de la fonction publique.
Hey everyone, this is Candace Rennick, CUPE's National Secretary Treasurer, and you're listening to CUPE Talk in the Maritimes.
Hey, this is Mark Hancock, CUPE National President, and you're listening to CUPE Talk in the Maritimes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, I'm going to call it the brand new episode of CUPE Talk, live from, as Wes calls it, the world headquarters. I'm going to stick with the
world headquarters.
The CUPE 813 headquarters, the new home of CUPE Talk. And I'm going to tell you, we couldn't be more excited, more happy. Wes, welcome home.
Thank you very much, brother. It was quite surprising when I pulled up and I saw you dancing in the parking lot. I knew you were very happy.
That did not happen. I'm just clearing that up right now. You know, the thing is, Wes, it wasn't so much a dance as it was more of like a wiggle.
It's a jig.
A jig, yeah. Yeah,
a
jig. It was a jig. It was a jig.
It was a happy dance.
You know, a lot has happened over the last couple of weeks. We moved in here. Of course, you and me and Chris started the process. It was a lot of merchandise, a lot of banners, a lot of flags.
A lot of banners.
Yeah. And thank God that I have a kid who had nothing to do yesterday. I made him come and help finish it. So that's why we are here at the official home, and very proud to say it's the 813 CUPE office over north. Couldn't be happier about this. This is wonderful news. Wes, what's your first thoughts here in the brand new CUPE office?
Well, I'll be honest with you. It's very homey here now. When we first come over here, obviously everything's bare.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to actually sit down and have a reliable internet connection, because I know it's not my connection. My connection was fine, but it's so nice to actually just sit down together and do this show with each other in person. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It really is. And you know, Wes, it was a very busy week last week.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I wasn't in Winnipeg, but I understand you and Chris were at the CLC Convention, the Canadian Labour Congress Convention. Let me ask you a question for a change.
Sure.
What was your experience like there? I know this was your first trip that far west of Canada. I was in Winnipeg 2 years ago for the Solidarity Conference. What was your experience like?
Well, upon arrival, when you are coming into this huge venue, And I mean, it was huge. And, it was the RBC Convention Center, and there was probably 3,000 strong in that building. So how was I feeling? I was feeling nervous, overwhelmed, but excited. And you talk about an education.
Yes.
I was a little jealous when you went to Winnipeg for the Solidarity Conference, and I'm not jealous anymore because I got to see what it is that you got, and man, you can't replicate that feeling.
No, it's quite an overwhelming feeling. But no, I'm glad you and brother Chris there was with me at the Solidarity Convention, but I'm glad you guys had a wonderful experience.
Oh, it really was something. To hear Wab Canoe speak, that just, for me, that took the cake.
Right.
That man is truly, if he keeps going the way he's going, I'm going to use the word legendary. Because people are going to remember him for a long, long time. Mm-hmm. He's got a gift, and he's using it in the province of Manitoba, and you can tell.
He's got a very strong love for his province, and he's got a very, let's just say, unwavering passion.
Yes, that's more than fair. And I mean, at this convention, Wes, there was the PSAC, there was CUPW, there was PIPS, there was CUPE. And let me tell you, it was CUPE strong, man. Yeah. I ain't kidding. There had to be close to 800 delegates in that building. And, not to mention Brother Mark Hancock, our national president, and, of course, Candace Rennick, and Aubrey was there, Gonzalez, and I was so thrilled to see him again. George Lehman was there. So, I know you do. And, and Bob was there.
Bob is like,
everywhere.
Say his name and he appears. We believe in Bob.
If anyone else gets that reference, good for you. Good for you. And I'm going to tell you, I never told Wes this. So, Bob, if you're watching, I'll tell him right now. But one of the first things Bob asked me was, hey, how's Wes doing? So he asked that, and I said, Wes is doing good.
Doing good, Bob. Thank you. And a huge shout out to Bob Keys and Higgins Insurance.
Yes, a very proud sponsor of this show, and someone that we respect dearly. And every time we meet, it's the same thing. By the way, after the convention had ended and Bob had left and we had left, somehow, some way, we still ran into Bob again at the airport. It's a beautiful world we live in.
Yeah.
So fun times. Not so fun times is having the opportunity to speak to Alan Linkletter, the Nova Scotia president. And that is getting out of control to the point where Premier Houston should really step down or maybe move aside, because I'm beginning to think that he not only does he not care about the long care workers in CUPE over there in Nova Scotia, but I'm beginning to think that he doesn't give a damn about the seniors over there as well at this point.
Well, how many, and pardon me for my ignorance, how many days now have they been on strike?
Oh my goodness. I think they're on week 7?
Week 7?
6 or 7 now. Yeah, it's been a while.
And not once have
not
they
once.
ever gone to the
not
table?
Once. Nope.
Well, that to me right there. Get back to the table.
Yeah. He has become a you say his name and he doesn't appear. He really has no interest in helping these CUPE members get back to work. And if that does not raise a red flag, I don't know what does, because that is very alarming to me, that there's this many people that are out on strike, and this man has no interest in trying to reconcile this this issue and offer a fair collective agreement to these folks.
Well, all really they want is a fair collective agreement to have living wages.
Yep, that's all that was the biggest thing. Just give us, they need living wages.
Right.
And it's very sad to think that they're not receiving those fair living wages, because we know damn right well what it's like here in New Brunswick to be in those positions.
I mean, even now with the price of fuel climbing, almost $2 a liter. Like,
I filled up my daughter's tank when we were in Winnipeg. It was $1.86, I think. And I thought, well, that's about where we are. And I arrived home and it was $1.98. And I almost, I was in disbelief going by the Irving when I got back to St. John.
I know my wife had filled her car up today, and she has a small, tiny little car.
She does, yeah.
That sips gas, and it was $65. Wow. Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, on this show today, we are going to discuss some of the CLC activities that went on in Winnipeg, Manitoba. We're going to discuss a little bit about Nova Scotia, and we're going to have some QR codes for you guys after to help out with the long-term care workers in Nova Scotia. Wes and I will break down a few different things. And of course, Wes, like I told you, Wob Canoe will be coming to CUPE Talk soon enough.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so are we. And thank you to the president of the Federation of Labor in Manitoba, who was really on board for that and was the one that said, look, we'll get that deal done right away.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. So is my father.
Yes.
Weird to say, but so is my dad, because that was what he was most excited about when I said we were going. So what I want to do is I do have a special video from Brother Chris, who couldn't be here. And after that, we're going to air some commercials. And then when we come back, Wes and I are going to talk about the 31st Constitutional Convention recap. So hang tight, and we're going to go right over to Brother Chris.
Hi, everyone. Chris here with CUPE Talk. As you can see, I'm here. We got a show going on. Nick's over there at the office doing his thing. Unfortunately, life throws a little bit of curveballs at you sometimes, and you got to adapt with it. I just couldn't be there tonight. Schedule didn't permit. But I just wanted to say what an excellent show we're going to have. As you know, Nick and I had the opportunity to be at the Canadian Labour Congress Convention together in Winnipeg, and what a great convention it was. All kinds of great resolutions passed, all great constitutional amendments passed, great panels, just an overall exciting experience. It was my first time being at a CLC convention, as was many other delegates in the room. We heard a lot of first-time speakers, and we heard some great videos from different people, Bernie Sanders even being one of them. So a lot of respect for the Canadian Labour Congress. The rally that was held, absolutely huge. 2,500 people taken to the streets, chanting solidarity. We're talking about two-tier health care, lots of different things going on for whatever it is that's going on in your sector. Nick and I would love to have the opportunity to sit down and dive a little bit deeper into some of that, because these are some major issues that are not only affecting CUPE members, but affecting members all across different communities. And that's one thing that we really realized at the CLC convention, is even though you're in your own sectors, we're still connected in many different ways, not only through the labor movement, but through your communities. So it's going to be wonderful to talk about this. As you can hear, I got a dog, got some new chew toys in the background, but I can't stop the excitement going on over there. But I just want to say thank you to the listeners, and thank you to everyone who had the opportunity to be there. New Brunswick was well represented, as well as all the Atlantic areas for CUPE. And again, what an overall experience. There's so much to discuss, and I look forward to the opportunity to potentially dive into this a little deeper. And again, I just want to say thank you to all the listeners for CUPE Talk. It's you that make this show successful, And it's just like we always say in the labor movement, it's you and I that make the union strong. So solidarity, my friends, and I'll talk to you real soon.
At Higgins Insurance, we understand that protecting what matters most, your family, your home, your livelihood, is not just a policy, it's a promise. As a trusted provider serving Atlantic Canadians for over 25 years, we're proud to offer personalized coverage tailored to your unique needs, whether it's auto, home, or life insurance. Our team is committed to transparency, reliability, and exceptional service, ensuring peace of mind through every stage of life. Let Higgins Insurance be your partner in protection. Because when it comes to your future, you deserve nothing less than confidence. The official insurance of CUPE Talk.
And we are back, and guess what? We are joined by a very special guest. Hello, Nana.
Hi, Nicolas. Bonsoir.
How are you, Nana?
Je vais très bien, Wes. Bonsoir, bonsoir tout le monde. Bonsoir à nos milliers de followers, nos milliers de téléspectateurs. C'est un plaisir de vous rejoindre en ce moment. Bonsoir.
It's so good to see you. I'm sorry you couldn't make it last week, but don't worry because the CLC was just so darn busy that I'll be honest with you, by the time I got back to my hotel, I was pretty much ready for bed.
Parfait, merci beaucoup. Moi aussi, j'avais compris que du côté de Winnipeg, vous étiez vraiment très, très occupé, raison pour laquelle je n'ai pas été présent dans le show qui avait eu lieu. Merci, c'est un plaisir d'être de la partie aujourd'hui. Merci, Wes, merci, Nicolas. Let's go.
Now, we were just saying about we're going to be talking on the show today about the 31st Constitutional Convention. And of course, as a lot of people know, this was actually the 70th year of collective labor movement under the CLC banner, which in my eyes speaks volumes, to know how much the Canadian Labor Congress has backed and has stood very tall with the workers of this country. And as everyone knows, it's almost, I think it's damn near 3 million people across this country in so many different locals and so many different, industry, whether it's the PSAC, whether it's CUPE, and I mean, just in CUPE alone, all the public sector jobs. And of course, just that in and of itself is huge. So, did you make it to the CLC? Because if you did, I just didn't see you. But did you happen to make it?
J'ai juste eu l'opportunité de vivre en direct tout ce qui se passe, autant pour moi, à travers Facebook, tout ce qui se passait à Winnipeg. J'ai vu les vidéos, j'ai vu la mobilisation qu'il y avait, la marche dans la rue, les différentes prises de parole, surtout celle de notre président national, Marc encore. C'était vraiment un moment exceptionnel avec toute cette foule qui était là, qui sont venus de partout dans le Canada pour cette 31e convention, n'est-ce pas? C'était un moment exceptionnel, un moment qui marque encore la solidarité entre tous les différents syndicats à travers le Canada. C'était très beau à voir de toutes les façons. Et j'étais très content que vous soyez de la partie, que vous couvrez tout cet événement et faire la promotion comme, n'est-ce pas, notre CUPE Talk, SFP Parler le prévoit. C'était très, très important de vivre cela. Merci.
Now, Wes and Nana, I got to tell you, some of the action plans and things like that, it's pretty amazing what went into all of this and how many different unions, would speak about, what their thoughts were, because every choice, it's either going to affect someone in a positive or could affect them in a negative way. Not that that's not how it's meant to be. It's just sometimes how it works out. But here's just like 3 names, and we build the future, we fight for dignity, and defending democracy. And I just thought, like, all these different names, that they had, and the way that they involved everyone in the room, and you really felt comfortable in there. Like you felt like you belonged, like that was home. And they called it the House of Labor. And whenever I hear that term, it's a very endearing term, especially when you're in that room, because that's how you want to feel. You want to feel good when you're there, because at the end of the day, we're all fighting that same fight. We all want the same thing.
Justement, Nicolas, tel que tu l'as rappelé, construire, prendre soin et combattre, lutter ensemble pour préserver les droits des travailleurs, ça fait très, très parlant d'avoir ces grands thèmes-là. On ne fait pas que, n'est-ce pas, sortir des thèmes comme ça, comme slogan, mais non, sur le terrain, tout cela est mis en évidence. On voit comment les différents syndicats, n'est-ce pas, qui sont membres de cette association, sont en train de gérer le futur des travailleurs, de combattre pour le bien-être des différents travailleurs, des services publics, de la retraite et tout. On voit comment cela se manifeste sur le terrain et c'est toujours plaisant d'avoir ces conventions avec autant de militants engagés. Surtout, n'est-ce pas, j'aime toujours beaucoup parler du SCFP. Vous allez me pardonner de parler de cela parce que je suis membre du SCFP. Quand on voit, n'est-ce pas, le très grand Marc avec toute sa suite défendre tout cela, parler avec vivacité, parler avec conviction, parler avec engagement, c'est tout simplement plaisant, encourageant, motivant, et j'en passe.
Now, Wes, I want to talk to you a minute about the rally, because I had already told you about how the rally was just breathtaking. It was truly remarkable. And coming up next, that's something we're going to air. But I want to ask you, as a man who has been to plenty of rallies, and I'm sure that Nana has been to many rallies as well, what are some of the things that you love most about a rally?
I guess when you have, not necessarily doesn't have to be CUPE members, but union workers and laborers from all different lines of occupations and work gathering together to show their solidarity, coming together and showing the people and the politicians that there are strength in numbers. So that's, I believe, my favorite part of a rally. And just to see the emotion and the support you get from your brothers and sisters and everyone.
It's unbelievable. Nana, are you still with us? Nope. Okay, so Wes, what I want to do is I'm actually really excited about airing this. So I'm going to prepare to air this, and now Nana is back. So Nana, I don't know how much you missed there, but we are going to air the rally, and if that's all the same with you, I just hope you are prepared, because this is really something else. So I really hope that you enjoy this.
Thank you.
Stay tuned.
Hey, Dad. How you doing? Healthcare for the people, not profits.
Healthcare for the people, not profits.
Healthcare for the people, not profits.
Healthcare for the people.
You came prepared, you got a hat.
Okay, I get clear. Looks like you don't see me. Just do your thing.
Stand up, fight back.
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do? Fight back.
What do we do when education is under assault?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do when the trades are under attack?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do when healthcare is under attack?
Stand up, fight back.
Looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy sounds like. This is what democracy sounds like. Tell me what democracy sounds like. This is what democracy sounds like. Tell me what democracy sounds like. What about that one elevator?
Thanks, Sam. Take care.
It's for you to give us a proper when we get home. Yeah, man. You know what? Everybody here, respect. Hey, come on now. R-E-S-E-C-T. Right now, that's R-E-S-E-C-T. Right now, workers' rights are human rights. So what's the problem? Much appreciated.
With all of you, we're also thrilled to get to someone. We don't get all upset about a little rain. And get the job we all deserve!
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's mentioned over anywhere yet, but these are right here. So, thousands of workers together. Look at this. This is every sector. This is every type of worker. Because we are coming together and we are coming up with a plan and the action to make this happen. Because we're not accepting status quo. You are our strength! I'm going to invite a few leaders who want to share a bit with you up onto the platform. Who's going first? Did you pull straws? Linda! Let's hear it. Linda! Woohoo!
Well, is the mic on?
Nice, people!
Pump up the volume.
Over 500,000 nurses work in this country, and we are over 2 million healthcare workers, with 80% of them unionized. And we are part of this economy. We are investing in all of your community. And Prime Minister Carney, we are not a cost. We are not a waste. We are there to make sure if something goes wrong, you will get back to work and you will get back to your communities and your families. And we believe that healthcare is a human right. Yes. We believe that healthcare is a human right for all you beautiful humans. There are no exceptions. Tout le monde, je t'assure que nous faisons beaucoup de bruit de représentant des soins de santé, les soins de santé publics sont des soins de santé pour tout le monde. Le droit à la santé est un droit humain et un droit humain pour tous nos citoyens de toutes les régions du pays et de toutes les circonstances. Alors, laissez-nous voir santé. Unionization is great, healthcare is great, and let's work together. Solidarity, my friends.
My friends, right now the world is in a pretty messed up place. You know, we thought we had a deal. We thought that there would always be solid, family-supporting, private sector jobs. We always believed that we would have strong public services that were always there for us when we needed them. We always believed that our Charter of Rights would be respected. My friends, that's not the case anymore. Yay! You know, it's up to us. It's up to us in the labor movement to take a leading role, to take on the far right, to take on the governments when they try and erode our rights, when they try and take away our jobs or intervene in our right to free collective bargaining. We cannot wait for others to take action. Because if we wait, if we sit back, we are not going to like the results, my friends. It's on us. You know, Donald Trump is impacting our economy, but even more so, he's impacting our amazing members in the private sector, taking away thousands of jobs in this country. My friends in Quebec, they have a saying, Donald Trump est dégueulasse. If I'm going to say Donald Trump, A, you're going to say dégueulasse. Donald Trump, A. Dégueulasse. Donald Trump, A. Dégueulasse. Donald Trump, A. Dégueulasse. You know, my friends, we have an amazing week at our national conventions. I'm filled with a lot of confidence that we're up for this challenge. What I want to know, what I really want to know is what you want to know. What I really want to know, when you go back to your homes, when you go back to your workplaces, when you go back to your communities, are you ready to fight? Yeah! Are you ready to fight? Yeah! Are you ready to fight Donald Trump? Yeah! Are you ready to fight for our kids and our grandkids? Yeah! Are you ready to fight for our parents, for people who fought for this country? Yeah! Are you ready to fight? Yes! Are you ready to fight? Assholes? Are you ready to fight the fascists? Yeah! Are you ready to fight the fucking Nazis? Yeah! I can't hear you! Yeah! I know we are! Solidarity, my friends! Let's fucking go! Let's do this!
Good job. You're not 80. Nice shit, man. Pass the messages around to everyone that we need. So please welcome Governor Jean
I've been told to move around a bit because you couldn't hear Mark. That's the first, and I'm glad I'm not directly after Linda. I don't want to lose another debate here in the hallway or out in the parking lot today. But look, my friends, we've heard Mark Kearney talk about a national building and an infrastructure fund or a wealth fund. But you know, you can't build wealth in this country without health too. Yeah. You have nation buildings when you're knocking down the very foundations, the very pillars that build Canada as a strong and vibrant nation. You can't knock down the pillars of health care, the pillars of public education, the pillars of public services. Our communities, our people, our country depends on public services, health care, education. Workers need education for the retention and recruitment that's coming. I think that's Lee Kearney who want to drown out our voices. But quite frankly, I don't even think I need to be speaking here. I could have listened to you back in Newfoundland and Labrador. My friends, we need funding for public health care. Yeah! Hospitals don't care for people by themselves. It's the people that's in the hospital that cares for people. Here, here. Yeah. Education institutions don't train people. It's those who work in colleges and universities that train people for the future. But it's our students that's going to be part of this nation building, and I suggest that we look at reducing tuition fees for all students. That is a bill in Canada that works, that protects and enhances public services, health care, and public education. Let's go away from there, be committed that we're going to protect our communities, the very foundation of our country, and we're not going to let anybody take it away from us. Solidarity!
Really? Congratulations. What?
When we fight, we win!
What am I aboard?
We win! When we fight, we win! The workers united will never be defeated! 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 We got this, everybody! Enjoy your life! We'll see you back at 2:30!
Okay, we are back here. Now, Nana, could you explain to the people what it is we just watched and what you thought about it as well?
Ah, bien évidemment, Nicolas, merci pour la parole. Ce qu'on vient de voir, c'est la grande marche qui s'est passée, n'est-ce pas, dans les rues de Winnipeg. Nous avons vu tous les différents syndicats qui ont assisté à ce congrès des travailleurs du travail, qui ont pris la marche dans les rues de Winnipeg. Ceci pour démontrer, n'est-ce pas, la force du pouvoir des travailleurs. J'ai été beaucoup marqué déjà par cette grande marche avec des chants qui ont été entonnés. Vous voyez tout ce beau monde qui marchait en soulevant la main en disant so, solidarité. Ce sont des moments forts, ce sont des moments qui doivent interpeller les différents dirigeants, qui doivent comprendre que les travailleurs ont beaucoup de pouvoir et ils gagneraient à dealer, à faire de bonnes négociations avec eux, au lieu de chercher à les compresser, à couper, n'est-ce pas, beaucoup des avantages que ceux-ci sont en train de réclamer. Non, on a aussi vu des moments qui ont été marqués toujours par cette marche à travers des chants qui disaient dis-moi à quoi ressemble la démocratie, et on avait des militants qui répondaient voici ce à quoi ressemble la démocratie. Parce que dans les différents syndicats du Canada, c'est la démocratie qui est mise en avant. Ce sont des membres qui décident de comment des choses doivent évoluer. Ce n'est pas un crépuscule de personnes qui s'asseyent et décident pour tout le monde. Non. C'est pourquoi il disait dis-moi comment ressemble la démocratie. Et d'autres répondaient voici ce à quoi ressemble la démocratie. Ensuite, nous avons aussi été beaucoup marqués par les différents discours de ces leaders des différents syndicats qui, n'est-ce pas, ont assisté à ce congrès. À l'instar de notre président national, Marc Hancock, vous avez vu comment il a chauffé le public, il a motivé, il a dit, mais est-ce que vous allez continuer de rester croiser les bras et ne pas lutter pour ce qui vous revient? Non. Le monde disait non, on ne peut pas rester. Nous allons nous battre pour nos droits, nous allons nous battre pour l'avenir de nos enfants, nous allons nous battre pour notre retraite, nous allons nous battre pour les services publics, nous allons nous battre pour un Canada plus fort, n'est-ce pas? C'était vraiment exceptionnel, c'était très enrichissant et on ne peut être que content. Ça, ce n'est qu'une petite, infime personne parce qu'il n'y a pas rien que le SCFP seul représente plus de 800 000 membres. Et quand vous voyez ceux qui étaient là, il n'y en avait pas assez, mais c'était là juste un petit groupe qui représentait ce à quoi la démocratie peut mener. Et c'était une démonstration de force, mais alors de force démocratique. Merci.
Well said. Well said. Now, I'm going to air a couple more videos to do with the CLC Convention, but I'm going to save them for the end, mainly because we need to discuss this Nova Scotia, I'll call it a crisis, because Premier Houston is basically not showing up anywhere to help these CUPE members get back to work and get a fair deal on the table. So earlier today, I received an email from CUPE Nova Scotia, and it was basically called time to pick up the phone and tell Premier Houston to end the strike. As we all know, Premier Tim Houston has been ignoring over 3,000 care workers across Nova Scotia who are actually on the picket line as we speak. And earlier today, we received a email, a QR code, if you will. And should you have a moment, if you have to pause this, I am totally okay with that because that's how important this cause is. And you may not realize it, but Wes is literally filling it out as we speak because and it just said right there, someone just scanned it. Because it is so important that people understand the severity of this issue. It's not just about the seniors, but 3,000 workers who take care of these seniors. They are confidants to these seniors. They are the smiles that they see every day. And, maybe Premier Houston doesn't care, and that's fine if that's his prerogative. But seniors care matters, and we know that. And if you don't want to help get things back on track, then maybe it's time for Tim Houston to step aside and allow someone else to take those reins, because I don't need to sit here and tell everyone how important healthcare is, because I know they know. And our healthcare workers in Nova Scotia are the backbone to the health industry, and they take care of the sick and the old, and we appreciate that. And if Tim Houston doesn't appreciate it, then Tim, I would welcome you to step out of government and leave Nova Scotia. Don't come here though, because we don't want you here either, but leave. You're not wanted there. If you do not care about the seniors and you do not care about 3,000 CUPE workers that give their heart and soul to the healthcare industry, you're in the wrong line of work. And I think it's time for you to step aside.
Well, Mr. Houston, what do you say after that? All I'm going to say is I think it's time for you to get back to the bargaining table, because the people in Nova Scotia are staying strong. They're not going to back down anytime soon. And our healthcare workers are extremely important. They look after us when we need them. They look
sure
after
do.
our loved ones.
Yeah.
So, come on, man. It's time to step up.
Go ahead, Nana.
Alors, oui, Nicolas, c'est vraiment décevant de savoir que jusqu'ici, le Premier ministre, n'est-ce pas, de la Nouvelle-Écosse, Monsieur Tim Houston, n'a toujours pas prêté cette oreille attentive à plus de 3000 travailleurs des services de soins, des foyers de soins qui sont dans les rues en train de réclamer les meilleures conditions de travail, les salaires décents. Jusqu'ici, le Premier ministre n'a toujours pas compris leur cri. Et c'est très décevant de savoir cela. Et justement, c'est encore beaucoup plus décevant parce qu'il s'agit là de la santé, n'est-ce pas, du soin des aînés dans des foyers de soins. C'est très, très important. Des aînés, ce sont des gens, n'est-ce pas, qui ont travaillé fort pour le Canada, qui aujourd'hui sont dans ces foyers-là pour mériter une vie paisible, passer leur dernier moment dans le respect, la tranquillité et la paix. Mais savoir qu'ils ne sont pas, n'est-ce pas, en train de vivre tout cela en ce moment à cause de la grève qui est en train de sévir en ce moment, et que le Premier ministre n'est pas en train de mettre les choses sur pied pour comment on appelle, une négociation, n'est vraiment pas bénéfique, et ce n'est pas quelque chose d'agréable à voir. Comme je disais tantôt, il serait important pour le Premier ministre, M. Tim Houston, d'appeler les différents membres à la table de négociation pour qu'on puisse trouver, n'est-ce pas, un terrain d'entente afin que chacun puisse rentrer dans son service et que les aînés continuent de bénéficier des soins décents et vivre heureux dans ces différents foyers-là. Donc, c'est très, très décevant de savoir que jusqu'ici, les choses ne sont pas en train d'avancer. Mais malheureusement, les membres ne doivent pas baisser les bras. Ils sont là, ils disent non, tant qu'il n'y a pas de bonne négociation, ils ne retourneront pas au travail. Donc, on va toujours rester en attente.
Tim Houston, you are not going to disrespect my brothers, sisters, and my friends and my comrades. Next week on this show, we are doing a full dedicated show to CUPE Nova Scotia long-term care. And we are going to discuss everything. And like I said during CUPE 830 strike, I hold no punches, because when you disrespect CUPE, then you're disrespecting me and everything that we stand for, especially on this show. And next week, CUPE Talk is going all healthcare, and we are going to discuss everything going on in Nova Scotia. And I promise you, we will deliver, because that's what we do on this show. And Tim Houston, you will be held accountable. And I will make sure long after this is settled and everyone's back to work, the same way I still remember what Philip Brown did to 830. I don't forget. And I'm more than happy to remind the viewers every week, if I have to, the amount of pain, the amount of disrespect, ignorance, if you will, that you have shown to CUPE Nova Scotia, to the seniors of Nova Scotia. I will hold you accountable. And that's why I love this show so much. So, Nana, if you will, please, next week, big show, let everyone know.
Ok, Marc est en train, n'est-ce pas, d'annoncer que la semaine prochaine, il y aura, si des choses, bien évidemment, n'avancent pas, il y aura des membres, 4 membres qui seront invités, n'est-ce pas, 4 membres des foyers de soins de la Nouvelle-Écosse qui seront invités dans ce show pour parler encore davantage des injustices qui sont en train de vivre dans le milieu de travail. Et tout ceci, c'est pour essayer de mettre la pression à Monsieur le Premier ministre Tim Houston de la Nouvelle-Écosse afin qu'une négociation, tout ceci, c'est essayer de ramener les membres sur une table de négociation pour que, n'est-ce pas, des choses plus avancées et qu'on essaye de ne plus vivre ce qu'on est en train de vivre là en ce moment. Merci.
So with that said, Wes, I would kind of like to play the video that we aired when Candace Rennick was in Nova Scotia 2 weeks ago. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
Vaguely. I think we should air it.
Yeah.
Following the airing of this, I would like to go right into just a little bit more on the CLC, the videos we have. Nana, I would love for you to stay on and watch these videos as the show comes to a close. But I also want to say, as always, I appreciate you. I'm thankful for you. And I look forward to having you here at the CUPE headquarters, at CUPE 813's head office.
Ah oui, merci Nicolas, ça c'est certain, ça va arriver, nous sommes même déjà en été, donc on va essayer de programmer pour essayer de venir justement faire un numéro de ce show exactement dans les locaux de CUPE, ce sera avec plaisir.
Okay, Wes, now, because I'm going to air these videos, this is your time to shine. Take us away.
Okay. All right. Thank you, brother. Let's see what we got here now. Time's Up Now rally. Let's take a look at this rally.
Okay, folks, why don't we make some noise so our residents can hear us fighting for Greetings on behalf of our president, Mark Hancock, on behalf of 800,000 CUPE members from coast to coast to coast who are standing in solidarity.
I know how undervalued you are on the job. I know how difficult your workloads are. And I know how for years you have shown up every single day and worked your hearts out in facilities that are chronically underfunded and understaffed. But today we have a very clear message from Minister Adams and Premier Houston, and that message is the exploitation of our labor is over. Because, my friends, that is what this strike is about. And it's not just about you, and it's not just about your coworkers. It is about every single resident that you care for, every single family member that trusts you, every worker, every resident that's going to come Now, we've seen all the stories. We've heard from the families. We've heard from our residents who are worried, who are hurting, who want this strike to end. And we hear them. We do. Because that's what we want to. There is nowhere that we would rather be than in these care homes, providing the care to the people that rely on us every single day. No one understands the importance of the care better than you who are providing it every single day. You are the ones who show up when others can't. You're the ones who lift, who comfort, who feed, who listen. You are the ones who give dignity to the people in their most valuable moments. And for far too long, my friends, this work has been undervalued, it has been underpaid, and it has been taken for granted. Now, this strike, make no mistake, this strike is not a failure of workers. This strike is the result of a system that has benefited from taking advantage of you. Now, the government wants to talk about disruption. Our employers want to talk about inconvenience. Well, let's talk about disruption and inconvenience. Chronic understaffing and working short almost every single day. Workers burning out and leaving the industry because they can't take it anymore. Residents suffering and not having their daily needs met. Families worrying because their loved ones aren't getting the care that they need. My friends, that's what this strike is about. And you didn't walk off the job because you don't care. You walked off the job because you are sick and tired of propping up a system that is broken. Now let me say this loud and clear. Holding this line is not easy. It takes courage. It takes sacrifice. It takes unity. And in the days to come, all of those things will be tested as they try to break your solidarity. But every single day that you stay strong, you are pushing this fight forward. Every single day you stand together, you are telling decision makers, enough is enough. We are tired of empty words from Premier Houston and Barbara Adams. We want safe staffing and dignity for our residents. We want respect in the workplace. And yes, my friends, we want fair pay. For nothing. I promise you, we will stand shoulder to shoulder with you for as long as it takes to get the collective agreement that you deserve. On behalf of CUPE National, as a very small token of our support to your strike today, I bring a donation to you of $25,000.
Hi everyone, Nick, Chris, CUPE Talk, you know us. Here we are, day 3, CLC Convention, just wrapping up for the day. taking a little stroll around the gallery, having a little reflection. Thought we would just share a little insight. Nick, what do you think 3 days in?
Well, I think it's incredible. I think that I didn't know what to expect, and I definitely didn't expect all this. The excitement of seeing everyone from Judy Darcy to seeing Mark Hancock to seeing Candice Rennick. It's B. Brusk, the president of the CLC. It has truly been something to admire and respect.
Yeah, you're right. We've had lots of great speakers. As Nick mentioned, we had Judy Darcy come and talk to us today. Talk to us about all her work that she's done with mental health and addictions. And it makes us realize that, you know, there's so much more work that needs to continue back in our provinces. It's not something that is just unique to your own area. It's something that happens everywhere. So there's much work that needs to be done there. Again, always great to hear her, talk, and she's here promoting her book. And you picked up a book.
I did.
You got it signed.
Yes,
it's going to be a great read. We've had other great speakers. We've had the Premier of Manitoba, Wab Kinew, come in, and hopefully, maybe at some point at CUPE Talk here, we can actually set up something with Wab Kinew and pick his brain a little bit.
That would be
because, listen, he gave such a tremendous presentation and speech here to the delegates. I wish everybody could have been here to hear it. But we got some busy things ahead. Candidates Forum is just about to start. We're going to get back in there and listen to that. Stay tuned for more updates.
Thank you for that video there, Nick.
No problem.
That was a really, must have been an overwhelming experience. I wished I could have been there, but somebody had to stay here and work. So, anyway.
Hats off to you, brother. Thank you.
So for Nick, London, Nana, and myself, I'd like to say thank you to everybody for joining us this evening. We also have a short little video in honor of Larry, forgive me if I'm saying this correctly, Larry Rousseau. He is was the Executive Vice President of the Canadian Labour Congress. Larry, we want to wish you a very happy retirement. Thank you, everybody, and have a good evening.
Of the rainbow. Come on, ballet fool. You know he's only saying, I love you. I see babies cry. I got 3 of my